We're coming to you live from Miami, Florida. While several playoff teams have been determined, other teams' futures hang in the balance here in the last few weeks of the season. Thanks for joining us today as the Jets square off against the Dolphins. Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff. Number 9 looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. Good distance. He won't have a chance for a return here. The Dolphins will start this drive from the 20-yard line. This game features two of the highest scoring teams in the National Football League.
When two teams like this get together, it attracts a big audience because fans love to see a lot of points scored. The defensive coordinators are going to try and make sure that doesn't happen in this one. It's going to be a tough challenge.
Number 52 is there on the stop.
When you have a good balance of run and pass on offense, the defense doesn't have a chance to focus in on either one of them. They need to be prepared to cover both options.
Ball on their own 23.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Come on. Set. Hey, watch that screen. Hey, get my cut back. Hey.
With the pass. And he makes the grab. And a flag on the play. This one, I think, is on the defense.
Pass interference on the defense. Number 59, first down.
First and 10.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. Don't stop that motor. Hey, hey.
They'll pass on first down. Closing in, rolling right, throwing on the run. Completed pass to the wide receiver. Campbell makes the catch but doesn't get very far.
And that's what the mark of a solid defense is. They close in on you in a hurry, and they don't miss tackle.
Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's go now.
Clayton, the deep back.
Hey, hey. Hey,
Hand off to the tailback. Hart is there for the tackle at the 49-yard line. No place to run on that one.
And the thing is, when you don't get underneath the defensive line, you're not going to have the leverage that's needed to knock them off the ball. And that time, the defense had all the leverage.
To move the chains on third down here, they have to get it to the 40. The lineup of 6 defensive backs. With the pass, a screen to the receiver. Samuel is there on the stop at the 39.
This is a great block. Watch here. He just barrels into the defender, taking him right off the turf. Now that is a textbook block right there.
Danny, check it. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Watch the play. Let's run, man. Let's go.
A little misdirection. Number 52 is there for the tackle at the 35-yard line.
The defense is trying to shut down the running game early to force him to pass. We'll have to see if it works and causes him to give up on it here in the first half.
Just about a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Will. Watch your eyes. Don't make a play. Hey.
Drops back. With the pass. Almost picked off. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain. And this is the 8th play of this drive.
On the 35-yard line.
The Jets come out in a dime package. Under pressure, got to him as he throws.
This guy's so strong, he was able to get that pass away.
Jay Feely will try to give his team the lead with his field goal attempt. It was long enough, but it sliced to the right. After the missed field goal, they'll set up shop at the 42-yard line. Miami lines up in a 4-3. He hands it off. Card is there for the tackle. Turner battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Ball on their own 45.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
It's showtime, baby.
Miami using 3 linebackers.
You gotta have it, D. All right, here we go.
Hand it off. Play action. Throwing. Swings it out to the fullback. Jackson comes up to make the play at the 44-yard line. John, he's proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
First and 10.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Out of the I formation. Hands it off. Haynes is there on the stop at the 35.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Keep moving.
The Jets come out in the bunch formation. Gets rid of it, and he hits his target. O'Neal comes up to make the play at the 29-yard line. They get first down yardage on that hookup. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Only one man back. Throwing. He was tipped.
He has the hands to make catches on the toughest passes. I'm a little surprised to see him drop that one.
Second and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Watch the play. Under 10, 10.
The Dolphins with a 4-man front.
We're talking about bringing.
Dropping back. Stepping up. Gets the pass off. This pass is incomplete.
Taking shots like that will really affect his rhythm with his receiver.
On the play. Third and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Throws it. Nearly intercepted. Clayton was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
The intended receiver on the play.
Here we go. This will take the lead. Through the uprights and good.
He's one of those guys who really works hard at what he does. And you can see that hard work paying off when you make a kick like this one.
Nice distance. The kick sails out of the end zone. Miami is trying to take the lead on this drive as they take over. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Defense, get ready.
Out of the I formation. Green with a man in motion.
Let's go. Big fist. Get it up.
Handed off to the back. Williams is there for the tackle at the 33. They pick up 14 yards. Ball on their own 33.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
It's on.
Late, the lone back. He'll pass on first down. Gets rid of it. Number 59 comes up to make the play at the 49-yard line.
The pass was fired in there so hard, I think he left smoke in the ball.
So they have first and 10 here.
49-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on. Blue jam, blue jam.
Late lines up behind his fullback in the eye. Gets the pass off. Murphy is there on the stop at the 37. That's 3 times in this drive they've been able to pick up a first down.
Yeah, and the thing is, they'll be doing more than just picking up first downs if this success continues. They're going to be picking up some points.
Ball on the 37-yard
Ball
line.
on the 37-yard line.
Area. Hey, watch the screen.
Only one man in the backfield.
Let's go, boys.
On the call, number 58 records the stop at the 33-yard line.
It's important to pound the defense with a run. Sooner or later, they're going to bend.
And he picks up about 4. It's second down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
Green back in the shotgun.
Let's do our thing. Stay posted up.
Drops back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Almost intercepted. Tucker had his hands on it.
He's a pretty good cover linebacker. He can run with most guys, and he gets good position. Then he reads the pass, and he makes his move. But he'll drop a few like that one.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 33-yard line.
From the start.
The Jets come out in a 4-3. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Dudley is there on the stop at the 25-yard line.
This is good communication between the quarterback and his receiver to keep the chains moving. They know where the first down marker is, and they recognize the type of coverage the defense is playing. The ball is there, and so is the catch.
Keep the throttle down. Turn it up now. Let's go.
Hands it off. Number 90 comes up to make the play.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Watch screen.
He tucks it away. Number 52 is there on the stop.
On the carry.
I know they didn't get much, but it's all about making the defense respect the fact that you're willing to run.
If they can get it to the 15-yard line, they'll get a first down.
Let's go. Go make a play. Let's turn it up, D. Watch out. Turn it up. Check it.
Gets rid of it. The wide receiver has it. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. Green watched his receiver, gets some room, and got it to him for 6. Feely comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
Now that's just the type of thing that you come to expect from these guys. They do a really good job scripting the plays that they're going to be running, and they do a great job of executing them when they run them.
Miami is lined up for the kickoff. Samuel back to return.
From the 3-yard line. The offense ready to go again after their last possession resulted in a field goal. First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 21-yard line. First and 10.
Let's go. Hey, watch the screen.
Manning changed the defense from the gun with the pass. And he's forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Daniels gains about 7 yards on that reception. Second and maybe 3.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
There we go, baby. Rock and roll. Keep it up.
With a counterplay. Great move to get free. Number 93 is there on the stop at the 39-yard line. Turner pushing his way through the would-be tacklers. He picks up solid yardage. Ball on their own 39.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Hold the look.
The Dolphins line up in a 4-3. Tosses it out to the right. It appears they've gotten someone for holding on the play.
Holding on the offense. Number 81.
The call is holding, and that'll push them back.
That's what happens when your feet and your body get going in the wrong position.
So it'll be first and long here after the penalty.
Let's ride, man.
Miami comes out in their nickel package. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. Back breaking free. O'Neal is there on the stop at the 49-yard line. So at the end of one, the score is 7-3. Dolphins.
7. The Jets. 3.
The teams have switched sides and will start the second quarter.
First
Ball
and
at
10.
midfield.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
We like to crack the rules.
Manning starts out of the shotgun.
Here we go, baby.
Pressure coming with the throw. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
Shannon was his intended target.
Second and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Here we come.
Miami comes out in a 4-3. Starks is there for the tackle.
He's really picking up good yardage with his carry. I keep handing him the ball till the defense shows me that they can take it away.
Third down, and to convert, they have to get it to the 39 on this play.
Watch screen. Stay inside right here.
Gets rid of it. Knocked down at the line. Number 59 had his hands up.
I think he was invisible out there. Wasn't even seen. And that's a break for the offense.
Campbell gets set for the return as we take a look at his numbers. Hanson will come in now to punt it away. And he chooses not to return this one. First and 10.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
The Jets come out in a 4-3.
We're talking about Reed. Keep the throttle down.
He tucks it away. Great fake. Gets the pass off. It's going the other way. The 10. And they're in. Touchdown. The cornerback makes a fabulous play and ends up with a touchdown. Number 9 comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good.
Now, if the quarterback is still rattled after that play, we'll find out on this first throw. The coach will probably go with something simple to get some of his confidence back. But one thing he can't be worried about is throwing that football. I think he'll come out firing to show us all that he's ready to make a play.
from the 7-yard line.
Kickoff return 15 yards.
The defense made a great play the last time on the field, intercepting a pass and taking it back for a touchdown. So they have 1st and 10 here.
At the 22-yard line. 1st and 10.
Hand it off to the back, slips the tackle. Number 52 comes up to make the play at the 26-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. It's 2nd down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Hey, score, score, score.
They give it to the halfback. Number 59 is there for the tackle at the 24-yard line. He always displays great awareness, and he gets in there and brings him down for a loss.
I'll tell you, he might be one of the smartest linebackers in the NFL right now. He anticipates, closes, then boom, he drags the ball carrier down for a loss.
Watch the vertical, watch the vertical. Let's go.
The Jets come out in a nickel package. Steps up into the pocket with the pass.
Grading pressure can really change the way an offense operates. They need to keep some extra blockers in, either a tight end on the line or a back that can help them out with their protection.
Hulk comes into the game for the punt. Samuel lines up deep for the punt return. He's waving for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 28-yard line.
Ball on their own
will
28.
Start the drive at the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Turner, the deep man, gets the pass off, and it's intercepted.
Now that was just a bad decision. Look at this. Two defenders right near the receiver. Now there are a few guys who think they can squeeze the ball into double coverage, and he's one of them. That time he gambled, and he lost.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
He tucks it away. Nice play fake. Getting some air under this one, looking for his man deep. Drops the interception. Oh, man, he had it in the end zone, but dropped it.
One person breathing a sigh of relief is the quarterback.
Second and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Get it up. There we go, D. Set.
The Jets
Everything
come
you
out in a
got.
4-3.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Do something.
It's the delayed handle. He'll feel that one tomorrow. The defensive tackle stirs through the line to bring the runner down. To get the first down, they have to reach the 18-yard line. Out of the shotgun. Throws it. This pass is incomplete. Campbell was the intended receiver on that play. Jay Feely will tie this game up if the field goal is good. The veteran connecting for the field goal. The Dolphins knotted up. Feely is just about ready to kick this one away. He got all of it.
The kickoff goes through the end zone.
The defensive unit forced an interception the last time they were on the field. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
All on us, y'all. Hey,
out of the I formation.
Under 10, 10. Don't make a play.
On the delay, steamrolls the defender. Jackson comes up to make the play at the 38. Starks appears to have sustained an injury and will make his way to the sideline under his own power. Ball on their own 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Back it up, baby.
Miami using 3 linebackers. Hand off to the tailback, setting up play action, and the catch is made. So the whole field was able to stand back there and find the open man.
You know, when a defense is sending extra rushers at the quarterback, it takes a lot of poise to get the ball out of there with any accuracy.
Ball at about midfield. So word now about the earlier injury. We're being told that he has been examined and it is felt that he should not return to play in this game.
Let's go. Be physical.
He tucks it away. Allen is there on the stop at the 41-yard line. The Jets are handling the defense right now. They haven't even had a third down in this drive. First and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Here we go. Hold the line.
Miami using 3 linebackers. Pass play here on first down. With the throw. Ooh, nearly picked off.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
Second and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Play football. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
The Jets line up in the bunch formation. Number 59 is there for the tackle at the 36-yard line. Shannon picks up about 4 yards on that play, so they'll be looking at third down. Third down here, they have to get it to the 31-yard line to convert.
Let's go.
Miami comes out in their nickel package. Gets rid of it. He couldn't find a receiver, so he threw it where no one could get it. Number 9 will try to put them ahead with this field goal. Not a good kick right there. After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 43.
First and 10.
Let's go. Watch your
The
eyes.
Jets come out with 8 guys in the box.
Showtime, baby.
He hands it off. Murphy is there on the stop at the 47-yard line.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry, but there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
And he picks up about 4.
No more, fella. Watch a man.
Only one man in the backfield. Throwing. Short completion, hitting his wide receiver to the left. The 40. Number 59 is there for the tackle at the 36-yard line. They designed and executed the receiver screen perfectly.
I'll tell you, this is a great play, but it's almost too good. This guy's so fast, he has to be patient and wait for his blockers to get out there.
Hey, score.
Looking to run it here with the pass. Caught by the fullback on the left side. Murphy is there on the stop at the 25. They get another first down here.
Well, they're not doing anything fancy, but good old-fashioned drop back and pass, and it's working.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
One back. You gotta believe it. It's our day. Keep moving. Not today. What screen?
Give it to the halfback. Fumble, loose ball. The Jets scoop it up. The veteran lineman saw the loose ball and pounced on it.
Yeah, you better believe it. He's still got some big playability in that body.
Two-minute warning coming up.
On the 29-yard line.
So we gonna take it.
The Dolphins line up in a 4-3. Pass play here on first down. Closing in. What an impact. Number 93 gets to him in a hurry.
And he really overpowered the blocker that time. He's a big, big, strong man.
Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
One of us gonna make a play. Here we go.
They'll go with the quarter defense. Under pressure. Can't avoid the rush. They'll take another sack.
I'm not sure why he held the ball so long. You've got to get rid of it. Throw it away, especially after you've just been sacked in the previous play.
2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 19-yard line.
And we've reached the 2-minute mark here in the first half.
19-yard line.
You can't stop.
The Dolphins come out in a dime package. He goes down. Miami calls a timeout. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Young drags him down behind the line. Great play from the defensive end.
He's such a disruptive force against the pass, whether he's coming after the quarterback or knocking the ball out of the air.
Now here's the punt unit as the defense forces a 3 and out. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 50-yard line. First
Ball
and 10.
right around midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Dropping back to pass on first down. Pressure gets the pass off. Dudley is there for the tackle at the 42.
I like to hurry up here. It's a change of pace, and it's a way to get the defense uncomfortable.
Pressure coming. Throws it. This pass is incomplete.
They did a nice job up front with their bull rushes and rips and stunts, forcing adjustments along the offensive line. They have to do a better job getting off the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage. They're going to have a tough time whenever they drop back to throw.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Get some slack going. Watch out.
Nice job so far on third down for the offense, and we'll see if that continues here. Looking upfield. Setting up play action. Gets rid of it. He finds his man. 5. Touchdown, Miami.
When you get this kind of execution, you got a great chance of making a big play. Watch it here as everyone takes care of their assignment. The pass is thrown where the receiver can make the best play in the ball, and it's 6 points.
The extra point attempt is good. Miami jumps ahead by a touchdown. Feely comes in to kick off.
Samuel back deep to return.
And he got all of that one. A great kick. The kick sails out of the end zone. He forced a 3 and out on the offense's last possession. We're guessing they're going to just throw it and do their best to move into scoring range since they don't want to go into the half with the score the way it is. First and 10.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
The defense lines up in the nickel. Pass play here on first down. Closing in, throws it, incomplete pass. Pretty good coverage downfield as the pass falls incomplete.
He had some room up in front of him to scramble out of the pocket and pick up a few yards. Maybe he should have done that.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Manning from the shotgun.
Blue down, blue down.
Dropping back.
Watch the ball.
Pumps. Long throw. It's caught, and he'll take it out of bounds at the 44. Airs it out and picks up a big first down.
Yeah, it looked like the quarterback and receiver had that one together. The defense lined up in man, and the offense went vertical.
1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Miami goes with a 4-man front. Gets rid of it. Jumps up and comes down. Mark Clayton bails his quarterback out by making a spectacular catch.
Yep, that was an unbelievable catch. That took the ability to block out the entire field and focus on bringing them in.
Gets the pass off. Incomplete pass. Clayton was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
So they're inside the 20. Need to get a touchdown.
Let's run, man.
And he gets the delayed handle. Haynes is there for the tackle at the 20. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. So the 3rd down, they'll be looking for a play that will get them to the 10.
Watch your eyes.
Manning will work out of the shotgun. Gets rid of it. Right on target to the wide receiver. So he's unable to get the first after making the catch. So this field goal attempt will be from about 33 yards away. The veteran kicks it through. Following the field goal, the score is 17-13. Dolphins. Number 9. Looks like he's just about ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing. This one is taken by Campbell. The defense gave up a touchdown on the last series.
On the return.
So they have 1st and 10 here.
On the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun.
Let's go now.
Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Pushes off. Number 52 is there for the tackle at the 28-yard line. He took what he was given, completing the pass.
Yeah, what you want to do as a receiver who's facing zone coverage is to break into the secondary, find a hole, settle down, and show the quarterback your numbers. That was a good job.
Everything you got.
Green scans the defense from the gun. Throws it, almost picked off. Green was his intended target. Duncan had the coverage on the play.
Third and 3. Ball on the 28-yard line.
All day, baby. Come on.
The Jets come out in a nickel package. Gets the pass off. Straight to the wide receiver. Murphy is there on the stop. Green is right on the mark with that throw.
3rd down is when you really need your quarterback to be sharp, because the temptation to force something in is bigger. That time he found the right guy and he made a good throw. Here's a spot we're trying to add to the lead before the half can backfire. All it takes is one mistake, and it could be the defense that's scoring. That's why the quarterback has to throw it hard to the sideline so that no one can jump the pass and pick it off.
One back.
The Jets come out in a nickel package. Throws it. And he hits his target. The 20. The receiver with a lot of open room. Touchdown, Dolphins. Crane catches another touchdown pass. His second now. Feely comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
Give some credit to that big offensive line. Those guys are working hard out there, and it's showing on drives like that.
Going with the squib kick. From the 6-yard line.
Kickoff returned 18 yards.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
So they have 1st and 10
Ball
here.
on the 25-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
The Dolphins line up in a 4-3. Looking to run it here. Hart is there for the tackle.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
And this should be the last play of the half. So after the first 2 quarters of play, the score is 24-13. Dolphins.
The Dolphins. 24. The Jets. 13. We're ready to begin the 3rd quarter of play.
Feely is back and ready to put this one in the air. Good distance. He got all of it, and it sails out of the end zone. The Jets will start this drive from the 20.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
This side.
Miami lines up in a 4-3.
Don't stop that motor. Work it back.
Looking to run it here. O'Neal is there on the stop.
A big part of this guy's running style is to use the blockers to set up his cut, but they were nowhere to be found on that run.
Gain of about a yard.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Come on.
Out of the I formation. Crosses it right. Jones comes up to make the play at the 21-yard line.
The defense held their positions and didn't let them get very far.
Ball on their own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Big ball. We turning it up. We gotta have it, D. One of us gonna make a play.
Drops back with the throw. They'll spot this one at the 44-yard line. He got in there and made the tackle, his 4th of the game.
Eli Manning has really started to mature. He's getting a better feeling for the game. Not to take anything away from Roethlisberger, but I think that Manning is going to be the best of that group. I think that he's going to be a good player for a long time.
Let's go, boys.
Turner, the lone setback. They give it to the halfback. Spins away. Carter is there on the stop at the 32. That play was doomed from the outset.
You said it. They had no idea where they were going with that one. But the defense knew.
Second and long. Ball on the 32-yard line.
It's on.
The Dolphins come out in a nickel package.
Danny.
Dropping back, under pressure, with the throw. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away.
He's got great recovery speed. He can catch up to the ball even if he's caught out of position. That time he was right there in the secondary to tip the ball away.
Clayton was the intended receiver on that play.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
On the 10. Come on.
This team has to start converting on third down if they're going to be successful.
Pressure, looking left for the long pass. Nearly intercepted. Good effort to deflect that pass, which had big yardage written all over it. Hansen is ready to punt this one away. Campbell sets up, waiting for the punt. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
Fair catch made at the 31-yard line. The
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 31-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, let's go. Go make a play.
The Jets come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Number 58 is there for the tackle.
You can't have a good running attack without blocking. Blocking alone won't get you what you need. You got to have a back who can find the holes when they're there.
Second and maybe 3.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Let's do our thing. Go low.
Clayton, the lone back. Receives the handoff. Dudley comes up to make the play at the 45.
This is tough running here. Let's watch him as he gets through right here, and he breaks a tackle and keeps moving forward. I'll tell you, this guy's hard to bring down.
Get it on. Regular.
He'll pass on first down. Gets the pass off. He hits his receiver. Number 59 is there for the tackle at the 48-yard line. Clayton picks up about 6 after that catch. Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Jets with a 4-man front. Green sends a man in motion with the pass, and it's complete. So they pick up a first down and a lot more. Good call there. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
All on us, y'all. You can't stop.
Hand it off. Pulls him over. Number 58 is there for the tackle.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
Gain of 3.
Second and 7. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Be careful. Get me going.
Cross play to the left. Number 59 comes up to make the play at the 30. No gain on that play as the linebacker slipped in almost unnoticed.
Yeah, he did a great job getting in there. He was looking for the run before they even snapped the ball.
Third down here, they have to get it to the 22 for a first down.
Come on. DBs, let's go.
Only one man back.
Solid 29. It's out.
Throwing.
You know, as a receiver, you have to be aware of so many things. Where the first down marker is, where the defenders are, and where the sideline is as you stretch out to make that catch.
Williams was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
feeling it.
He's in to try what should be about a 47-yard field goal. To the uprights and good. That successful field goal attempt is his second of the game. He won't have a chance for a return here.
Been a rough start to this game, but they still have enough time to turn it around.
Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Play football.
The Dolphins come out in a 4-3.
Watch the snap down.
Looking to run it here. They'll spot this one at the 21, and that tackle gives him 3 in the game. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Ball on their own 21.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
Let's go. We're coming to rep.
The Jets line up in the bunch formation.
Play hard and fast, baby.
Throwing. And he hits his target. That powerful arm brings them a first down this time.
Yeah, and you talk about putting some heat on your throws. This guy really let it go.
First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Here we come.
Only one man in the backfield.
We're talking about bring.
Hand off to the tailback. Ames comes up to make the play at the 48-yard line. Good call there, John. The draw caught them off guard.
And here's the thing. Running draw plays softens up the defense and slows down the pass rush. When you can run the draw for good yardage, you really open things up for the passing game.
Get it up. Yes, on.
The Dolphins come out on a nickel package. Tucks it away. Number 59 is there for the tackle. They'll move the chains again after another long gain on the ground.
You know, I was talking to the coach the other day, and he said he wanted to emphasize the run a little more. And that's exactly what we're seeing.
First and 10. Ball on the 41-yard line.
They've been very good rushing the ball on first down, but still trail.
Yeah, sometimes a strong running game doesn't always translate into scoring a lot of points.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Blue down. Watch your eyes.
Miami comes out in a 4-3. Manning sends a man in motion. Hand it off. This one will be spotted at the 41. It's the fourth stop he's made today. Takes it up the middle, picks up less than a yard.
That was just a burst of power from the defensive line.
Third down here, they have to get it to the 31-yard line to convert.
Watch the play.
The offense has had trouble moving the sticks on third down so far. Pressure coming, steps up with the throw, gets his hand on it, and he throws incomplete because he had major pressure.
The corner came on a blitz and he sprinted for the quarterback. Guys love the opportunity to get a sack, and that time he just missed taking him down.
Hansen will do his best to get this one inside their 5. Fair catch. Ball at their own 10.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Will.
Green with a man in motion.
Green, shoot.
Gets the pass off. Almost intercepted.
And he's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
Second and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line.
Be careful. Come on.
They give it to the halfback. Number 58 comes up to make the play at the 15-yard line. Clayton finds some room after taking the handoff, and it looks like about a 5-yard pickup. It's third down and 5 to go.
Ball on the 15-yard line.
The offense has been stepping it up on third down all day.
Hand it off. Nice play fake. Incomplete pass.
It was almost like the defenders were in the huddle on that series. They hit a roadblock with everything they tried.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. From the 40-yard line.
If they want to make this a game, they have to buckle down, avoid mistakes, and work hard to dig themselves out of this hole.
Ball on their own 41.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Only one man back. Manning with a man in motion. And they go with the delay. Carter comes up to make the play at the 43-yard line.
Mixing runs with passes keeps the defense honest.
2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Manning scans the defense from the gun.
You can't stop.
Fakes the throw. With the throw, he hits his receiver. Jackson is there for the tackle at the 49. Manning throws that pass for a gain of 7. Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
So at the end of the third quarter, the score is 27-13. Dolphins.
The Jets. 13.
And we'll start the fourth quarter.
Third and 2. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Turn it up now. Here we go, baby. Work it
Turner,
out.
the lone back. Manning with a man in motion. Passing here on third and short. Going long. It's caught. Holt is there for the tackle at the 1-yard line. He completes another pass and is over 200 yards. It's first and goal at the 1.
All day, baby. Come on. Watch each other back.
Turner, the deep man, setting up play action, throwing. Touchdown, Jets. Finding his man for 6, and that'll put a dent in the lead. Number 9 comes in for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. The Jets draw to within a touchdown. That one is out of the end zone.
And you're starting to run out of time, so this is a time of game where every one of these possessions counts. The defense is trying to get the ball back for its offense, who only needs a touchdown, and the offense wants to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Deuce it. Get me going.
They'll go from the I formation.
They ain't got nothing. They don't get nothing.
Bart is there on the stop at the 20-yard line. Play takes it up the middle for a yard or two. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Not today.
The Jets line up in a 4-3. He hands it off. They'll spot this one at the 30-yard line. And that's now 3 tackles for him in this game. Great run there. That'll be a first down.
He really ran well there. He gets some great blocks, and he has patience as he picks up the first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Let's turn it up, D. Let's go, boys.
The Jets with a 4-man front.
Yeah, it's on.
A little misdirection. Number 59 is there on the stop at the 39. Pickup of about 8. Second and 2.
Ball on the 39-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, watch the screen.
The Jets come out on the 46.
All right, now. Hey, watch the ball.
Hand it off. Spins away from the tackle. Jenkins comes up to make the play. Showing a lot of strength breaking that tackle.
That was a great effort because he avoided taking a big hit, and he got a first down out of it.
Ball right around midfield.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
The Jets with a 4-man front. Green with a man in motion. Dropping back to pass on first down. Gets rid of it. They're going to spot this one at the 43. That's a half dozen tackles now.
A successful offense is one that can run and throw for good yardage on first down.
And that's a gain of about 8.
Second and inches. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Only one man in the backfield.
Watch each other back. Let's ride, man. Yeah, you see that.
Hand it off. Great move to get free. Horton is there on the stop. Parker. Hand off on the delay. Brings it ahead for about a yard. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on third down. Throws it. And the catch is made. They've got something going here.
Yeah, it's been one first down after another. They're putting together a nice-looking drive here.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Ball on the 32-yard line.
Only one man back. With the counterplay. Urlacher comes up to make the play.
Got an inadvertent
At
face
the 30-yard
mask
line.
on the defense. Number 54.
They called it
Still first
inadvertent.
down.
I'll tell you, these face masks are getting so big, you can start off going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
So they don't do any favors for themselves as the offense moves into field goal range.
Here we go.
The Jets come out in a 4-3.
Watch your man. Play football.
On the carry. Setting up play action with the pass. Caught out of bounds.
They like to throw it to the sidelines in situations like that. His throw was just a little off.
Crane was his intended target. And this is the 10th play of this drive.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Watch it. Defense, get ready.
Hands off to the tailback. Williams comes up to make the play at the 23-yard line. Play battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Third down here, they have to get it to the 22 for a first down.
Bring it up, bring it up.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. Puts it on the ground. The Dolphins are there to pick up the ball. They got that one back.
First
12th
and 10.
play of this drive,
Ball
inside the red zone.
16-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby.
They'll make this a two-possession game if they get into the end zone in this drive. They're just inside the 20. A little misdirection. Slips the tackle. Flags are down, and this one appears to be on the offense.
Holding on the offense. Number 82.
Smith. He's going to be flagged for holding on that play.
If the defensive guys get a good jump, sometimes the only thing you can do to protect a quarterback is grab hold of somebody's jersey.
And this is the 12th play of this drive.
26-yard line.
They'll go from the I formation. With the counterplay. Williams is there for the tackle at the 17-yard line. Nothing dazzling there as they call the same running play twice in a row. 13th play of this drive. They're in the red zone.
17-yard line.
What screen? Let's go. Here we come.
The Jets with a four-man front. Little misdirection. Number 58 is there on the stop at the 12.
Some of these guys are like a train. They lower their head, keep their legs moving, and charge straight ahead. Sometimes he'll even drag a defender 10 yards before he'll start slowing down.
14th play of this drive. Down inside the 15.
Come on.
These third downs haven't been much of an obstacle, and it's helped them to take the lead. Nothing doing on that running play, so they'll probably send in the kicker.
I think so. When you've got the lead, you don't have to try anything fancy. You just tack on the 3 and put the game in your defense's hands.
So this should be an easy 3.
6 yards.
The attempt is good. Following the field goal, the score is 30-20. Dolphins. Jay Fielding will be kicking off.
Samuel back to return.
From the 5.
Time's running out, so they're going to have to score quickly and hope that the defense holds them so they have a chance to pull one out at the end.
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Play hard and fast, baby. No more, fellas.
Miami lines up with 7 guys in the secondary.
Go. Get some slack going. Here we go. Here we go, baby.
Down. Looking for something long. What a catch. Jones is there for the tackle at the 30. He's rushing the offense back to the line.
Stay both now. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go, baby.
Looking to run it here. Nice play fake. With the pass, moves away from the sack. Drops the interception.
Watch it here. He's getting pressure, but he's strong enough and mobile enough to get away from the rush and avoid the sack. Now, you need a quarterback who can do things like that, because sometimes an incompletion can be a pretty good play.
Keep moving. Hey, let's go one deep. Go deep. Regular. All on us, y'all.
Drops back.
Three.
Gets rid of it. Jumps and makes the catch. Sean Jones makes his 5th stop of the game on that play. And they're going without a huddle.
Check it. X. Let's go.
Pass play here on 1st down. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Young is there on the stop at the 12-yard line. Let's see how this defense handles the no-huddle.
Let's go.
It's a blitz. Goes to the end zone. He was tipped.
Offside. On the defense. Number 55.
Penalties and
Still
takeaways
second
can
down.
really kill a team. Usually the team with the fewest mistakes out there will win the game.
They'll now face 2nd and 5 here after the penalty. The Dolphins line up in a 4-3.
Take it right. Tampa. One of us gonna make a play. Keep the throttle down. All right, let's go.
Lobs one into the end zone. This one falls incomplete. A little too much on that pass to the end zone.
He found the lane, but he couldn't find a receiver. He has to do a better job setting his feet and getting into a good throwing position before he makes the throw.
3rd and 5. Ball on the 7-yard line.
Clear. Here we go, baby.
The Dolphins come out in a 4-3. Uses the pump. Guns it to the end zone.
It didn't look like he had too much control on that throw. Sometimes on 3rd down, you see those passes that kind of have a desperation about them.
If they can make this field goal, they'll be within a touchdown. It's good. The Jets are now down by only a touchdown. And they'll try the onside kick here because they don't have much of a choice. They have to get the ball back. Here we go from the 43.
You know, they could put this one away with a good drive here. I think their best bet here is to run it with a simple handoff. You just never know what could happen on a toss play.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Gets the handoff on the delay. Number 58 comes up to make the play at the 34-yard line. Clayton at the delayed handoff and gains about 3.
Second and 6. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Let's ride, man. Let us dictate. Not today. Don't stop that motor. Turn it up now.
Fullback handoff. Number 58 is there for the tackle at the 28-yard line. Good pickup on the ground as they convert for the first.
Here's the thing. They were looking run and brought the blitz. But the back just used his vision and elusiveness to avoid him and get past the marker.
Watch in. Watch the snap down. Yeah, you see me. Defense, get ready. You gotta have it, D. Play hard and fast, baby.
He'll just take a knee. New York calls a timeout. That's their final timeout.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. All on us, y'all. Here I go. We like a perfect.
He'll take a knee.
On the ground. On the ground. From the start. Let's go now. Watch the ball, be smart. Blue down. Here we go. Set. Play alert. Bring it. Danny. Watch the draw still. Get it started. Keep the throttle down. Get it up. Stay both up.
And there's the kneel down by the quarterback. Polk will come in now to punt it away. Samuel back to return. This game reaches its conclusion with the final score, Miami 30, New York 23. This is Al Michaels with John Madden saying goodbye for EA Sports.